Aloha, everybody, and Happy New Year. I'm Nancy. Just wanted to take an opportunity to share with all of you the release of my book. It is called The Art of Awakening True Communication, a guide to cultivating clarity, compassion, and connection. It's really my invitation to you to discover the power of self-knowledge, to inspire true communication. So in this video today, I'd like to just share with you a few things about true communication, why true communication, and why aspire to deepen self-knowledge through communication and also to improve communication. Because when we know ourselves, we free ourselves from the obstacles that block our authentic self-expression, our empowered self-expression. So what is true communication? Well, it's important to keep in mind that in the realm of interpersonal communication, truth is relative to each individual person. So when I talk about truth here, I'm not talking about truth in terms of religious or philosophical absolute truths or anything like that. I'm talking about how it actually plays out in interaction with one another. So true communication comes from the core. It's what I call the core. You can call it many things, but the core is our fundamental essence, which it gives rise to benevolent qualities, our best, most innate positive qualities. And it's our core that we want to experience and express in communication. And when we nurture our core, when we nurture this core in ourselves and nurture it in one another, then we have the power and potential to create, well, first of all, peace, peace on earth together. And when we communicate from our core, this facilitates connection and it overrides any sense of disconnection. There are obstacles to true communication. Two of the biggest obstacles, from my point of view, are negativity and lack of clarity or confusion. Negativity. So everybody has different ideas. So first of all, negativity, what is a negative experience for one person may not be a negative experience for someone else. This is why self-knowledge is so important. So as a working foundation, a fundamental foundational definition of negativity is this. Negativity is a state of being that is characterized by the afflictive emotions, which are a motivating force to express pessimism, hostility, and withdrawal. Negativity, internal within your own mind, and where you encounter it in communication with other people, this is one of the greatest things that is, I think, at the forefront for each one of us to come into understanding of, and as well as to master in ourselves. That negativity is a field. It's a field of energy. And that is what blocks true communication and also our connection to one another. So in disagreement of concepts, political beliefs, ideals, religious beliefs, all of this is at the forefront of the potential to create more and more disconnection and increase negativity. So this is the number one thing we want to start to look at in ourselves and also in the way that we're interacting with other people. And we also see it in one another, right? So one of the ways to, here's a helpful hint for resolving negativity within yourself, because I think that's where it starts. When we resolve negativity in ourselves, we have the potential to resolve negativity in communication and in expression with other people. Once you resolve the negativity within yourself or the afflictive emotions that are in play, that puts you in a position of power. What I say about that is that puts primal awareness in the seat of power. And then logic, clear-minded expression. When you clear negativity, you make space in the mind for awareness, a greater understanding. So when you feel a negative reaction, negative reaction for me, you can actually feel it. The place where it usually shows up and it's felt is it's a psychophysical contraction, right there in the solar plexus, just right here below the ribs. You can feel it contract and tighten. When you feel that, feel it. Stop the story about it. Stop thinking about what did it and just feel it. Because if you feel through the sensation of that tightness, even potentially breathe into the heart, breathe into that space, drop into the belly, you can then relax and bring a relaxation to the psychophysical contraction of negativity. So once you've done that, then what that does is it creates space in the mind. It creates space in the mind. I define mind as a succession of states of consciousness characterized by will, thought, and feeling. So when you start to master your own mind, you are then in a beautiful position to communicate more authentically, logically, and clearly. So that's one way to resolve negativity within yourself. Be aware of how it hits you. Because what happens when negativity hits you is that then you become reactive. You react, and then you express something out of that negative reaction, right? We want to start to be aware of the reaction. And once there's an awareness of the reaction that can be felt through, you can then even identify what the emotions are for you: anger, upset, unmet expectations, whatever they may be. And when you come to that awareness of that, you can then start to consider response over reaction. And so we're going to explore that in a later video. But I wanted to just give you that framework. So step one is start to become completely self-aware. Start to get curious. Start to get curious about your reactions. Start to get curious about your own emotional dynamics. Sometimes if you take the people out of the picture of wherever you feel like they're coming in from, there's this self-knowledge there's this knowingness of yourself. It is within you. It's operating all the time. We just want to increase it and give priority and power over awareness and the capacity of self-awareness and self-inquiry. So just start to get curious about perception. And we're going to go into some of these other things at a later time. So if you feel inclined to explore the book, there's a link in the description below. Thanks for watching, and take care. Peace and aloha.